Hello MotoGP enthusiasts, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Few figures in MotoGP embody innovation and success quite like Gigi Dall'Igna. The mastermind behind Ducati's remarkable resurgence, Dall'Igna has transformed the Italian manufacturer into a dominant force. From embracing aerodynamics to managing elite riders, his leadership has defined a new era in the sport. Jorge Martín, MotoGP's 2024 world champion, is riding the wave of a dream season. In an exclusive interview on Cadena Larguero, the Spaniard opened up about his championship journey, a heartfelt farewell to Ducati, and his new chapter with Aprilia. As Yamaha grapples with its prolonged title drought, a major question looms: should it abandon its inline-four engine for the more competitive V4 configuration? ZNGP Today explores Yamaha's ongoing deliberations, the development hurdles, and what lies ahead for the Japanese manufacturer. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Ducati's road to MotoGP dominance wasn't always smooth. When Gigi Dall'Igna joined the team, the situation was dire. As the engineer himself recalled in DAZN's La Vie en Rouge documentary, his arrival was born out of necessity and determination. Dall'Igna's primary mission wasn't just about designing a better bike. He recognized that Ducati needed structural and organizational changes to return to the top. From 2017 to 2019, these changes brought Ducati close to the ultimate prize, but Dall'Igna identified a missing piece. I remember my first contact with Ducati very well because I was at my daughter's recital when Claudio Domenicali called me. At that time, I was working in superbikes. The team was honestly in a very negative spiral. It wasn't a winning bike, the gap with the first was huge. My first task was not technical but rather trying to understand how to better organize the people or the pieces I had at my disposal to put together a winning team. In the end, we were missing a champion. Quote from Gigi Dall'Igna. One of the most defining aspects of Dall'Igna's tenure has been Ducati's pioneering work in aerodynamics, a field he believes was long overlooked in motorcycle racing. Dall'Igna emphasized that aerodynamics doesn't just enhance performance, it also improves safety. Critics of this approach, however, have voiced concerns about its impact on the sport's essence. I have always thought that aerodynamics had been very neglected in motorcycle racing. Here, I found the right people to tackle this issue, which is much more complicated compared to a car. I don't understand this hatred that has been created towards aerodynamics. It has brought safety, first of all, but also performance and, in my opinion, spectacle. These innovations, from winglets to advanced downforce solutions, have set Ducati apart from its competitors, revolutionizing the sport. Francesco Bagnaia's journey to MotoGP glory exemplifies Dall'Igna's philosophy of nurturing talent. While Bagnaia's rise to the top wasn't immediate, Ducati's faith in him paid off. Dall'Igna recalled the emotional moment when Bagnaia secured his world championship. Bagnaia is a rider who needed more time than others to reach the top, but I think that for that reason we all did very well to trust him. When I think back to when he was champion, my eyes fill with tears of joy. It was the goal we all had when I joined the Ducati family. Dall'Igna's latest challenge is integrating Marc Marquez into Ducati's ecosystem. The signing of the 8-time world champion signals Ducati's commitment to maintaining its dominance. However, Dall'Igna acknowledges the complexities of managing such high-profile talent. This has always been our ultimate goal: to have the best riders in our reference team. That a champion like Marc Marquez praises your work and loves you is something to be very proud of. The work we will have to do will be management, and it will be up to us to be good enough to manage the riders well. As Ducati steps into the 2025 season with Marquez and Bagnaia, Dall'Igna's vision and leadership will once again be put to the test. From redefining aerodynamics to managing world-class talent, Gigi Dall'Igna's journey at Ducati is a testament to innovation and resilience. As the Italian manufacturer gears up for another season, the MotoGP world eagerly watches the next chapter of this success story unfold. For Jorge Martín, the 2024 MotoGP season was the culmination of a lifelong dream. The Martinator clinched the title in dramatic fashion during the final race in Montmello, delivering a moment he had envisioned for years. As he prepares for the 2025 season, Martín is wasting no time returning to his rigorous training routine. I am very happy with how the year has gone. I have always dreamed of this, and everything I've done in my career has been dedicated to that November 17th in Montmello. It was the perfect race. From December 5th I start again. More base training, getting my stamina back. I've been eating whatever I want for 2 or 3 weeks. It's time to get back to the routine, even though I haven't had the Madrid stew I love so much yet. Quote from Jorge Martín. The season finale was a tense affair, with Martín needing to deliver a flawless performance to secure the championship. The stakes were high, but the Spaniard managed to thrive under pressure. Martín revealed the emotional journey during the final laps. His historic title was more than personal glory, it was a victory for his entire team. There is much more tension when you have to win in the last race. But celebrating at the last GP, in Spain, with my family and friends, it was something I wanted more for them than for myself. In the last 7 or 8 laps, I relaxed mentally, thinking about everything I had been through. That thought lasted maybe 10 seconds, but it felt eternal. On the last lap, I got emotional and crossed the line crying. People told me how lucky I was, but I said, no, this is justice. Justice for the humble people in the team who worked so hard. A satellite team had never won before, and they deserved this title. Martín's title battle with Francesco Pecco Bagnaia was one of the season's defining narratives. Despite being fierce competitors on track, their mutual respect runs deep. Pecco is a great rival and also a great person. He stayed for my celebration on my podium. Last year he beat me, but this year I could beat him. I was happy for him then, and he was happy for me now. He's had 11 victories this season, and I'm very grateful to Ducati for trusting me all these years. Martín's switch from Ducati to Aprilia marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter. While the decision was bittersweet, the Spaniard is optimistic about his future with the Italian manufacturer. Although Martín remained tight-lipped about the number he'll use in 2025 or specifics about the new Aprilia bike, his enthusiasm was evident. As for not being with Ducati anymore, justice has not been done. Life takes you down unexpected paths, and you have to adapt. The moment I realized Ducati wasn't moving forward, I acted quickly and went where I wanted. Now I have a great challenge ahead, and I hope to continue growing. If I'm going to wear the number 1, I won't say until February. As for the bike, it's a very nice project, and I'm very confident it will turn out well. Jorge Martín's championship has thrust him into the spotlight, with appearances on 2 of Spain's most popular TV shows, El Hormiguero and La Revuelta. Despite the newfound fame, Martín remains grounded. I didn't feel pressure. This year I've learned that you can't control what people think of you. I wanted to spend time with everyone, for my story to be known. Whether it's ants or deer, I like all animals, as I said the other day. Martín concluded. Jorge Martín's journey from a satellite rider to MotoGP world champion epitomizes determination and resilience. As he gears up for his next challenge with Aprilia, the world will be watching the Martinator write the next chapter of his incredible story. Yamaha has been the last MotoGP manufacturer to hold on to an inline-four engine configuration since Suzuki's exit in 2022. However, without a single race win since Fabio Quartararo's 2022 German GP triumph, pressure mounts for change. MotoGP technical director Max Bartolini, who joined Yamaha from Ducati, acknowledges that shifting to a V4 engine isn't a straightforward decision. The timeline for this decision? 2025. Having a V4 engine means building a completely different bike, chassis, weight distribution, and components. We need to see if it's faster before committing. We should decide soon. The 2027 regulations are coming, and developing parallel projects is resource intensive. We will stay on the faster package, whichever that may be. Quote from Max Bartolini. Despite Yamaha's hesitation to switch engines immediately, Bartolini is optimistic about incremental improvements to the YZ-RM1. Stronger results during flyaway races signal progress, thanks in part to bridging Japanese and European engineering philosophies. Bartolini admits Yamaha faces multiple smaller issues to fix on the M1 rather than one glaring flaw. I've been to Japan 8 times this year, learning and adapting. The goal is to combine the methodical Japanese approach with the quick, iterative European style to create the best compromise. Improving many small areas takes significant effort and time. But we now understand what needs to be done. Executing it is the challenge. One major shift for Yamaha in 2025 is the addition of a satellite team. Pramac Racing will run 2 M1s, marking the brand's first satellite efforts since 2022. The expanded lineup includes Miguel Oliveira and Jack Miller. Bartolini sees the new riders as key to Yamaha's development. The introduction of test rider Augusto Fernandez further bolsters Yamaha's efforts to close the gap to its V4 rivals. Yamaha's engine decision is complicated by the looming 2027 rule changes, but Bartolini remains focused on positioning the brand for future success. Jack is naturally fast, though he hasn't shown his full potential yet. Hopefully, we provide him and Miguel with a good platform to thrive. With 4 riders and a dedicated test rider, we'll gain fresh perspectives and more data. That's critical for making progress. The others are not standing still. To recover, we need to improve faster than they do. It's a long road, but we are moving in the right direction. With Yamaha balancing short-term fixes and long-term structural changes, 2025 could be a pivotal year in its MotoGP journey. Will Yamaha's traditional inline-four engine give way to a V4 revolution, or can the M1 evolve to reclaim its place at the top? As the 2025 season unfolds, Yamaha faces its most critical engineering and strategic decisions yet. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.